For the past 10 years, we've been fortunate to help people overcome their health obstacles, and we certainly love following up with them and seeing their progress. So what do you say we have our own Flashback Friday? You may remember last season we shared Michael's story. He survived an armed robbery but suffered with such debilitating PTSD, he could barely leave his own home.
I worked for the Pennsylvania Turnpike collecting money that the collectors deposited. On March 20th, my guard got out of the van and I heard 3 loud shots. The robber shot 5 or 6 shots into the van. I ran over towards a guardrail. Rounds were buzzing right by my head. I felt I was gonna die. I play it over and over in my head, just wondering how I survived.
Michael is not the same Michael that I married 20 years ago.
I don't know what to do. What's going through my mind?
Joining us now is psychotherapist Dr. Aaron Foster. What did you observe in that meeting?
He has all the classic symptoms of PTSD.
Michael, I want to ask you, does spending some time with some helpful intensive therapy sound appealing to you?
Absolutely.
We at Sabino Recovery are so proud to offer you a scholarship. Please come stay with us and get better.
That was last season. This is now. Michael and his wife Sharon both join us. So glad to have you back.
Michael.
Physically looking at you, I see a change.
Yeah.
But how have you changed inside?
Wow. I mean, you know, just to thank you, first of all. Thank the doctors and Sabino Recovery for such an incredible place to heal. It took a while for me, and if I could recommend, whenever something happens so dramatic, try to ask for help as soon as you can. When you don't know what's going on with your brain, and then to get the help and have the aftercare with equine therapy, my psychologist, you know, the list goes on. Aftercare is huge. I can't thank enough.
It's also amazing to see you because clearly you went through a transformation and not only learned to deal with the PTSD that you were dealing with, but in 35 days, you lost 25 pounds.
25 pounds.
Wow.
And we often talk about the baggage that we carry through our lives, and it's just remarkable. And I know, Sharon, looking at you, that you've learned a lot through this process as well. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. First and foremost, I'm just so proud that Michael was strong enough to raise his hand and say, my mind is not working right. I need to figure out what's going on. And so a big burly guy asking for help, I'm just so proud.
We do have the co-founder and CEO of Sabino Recovery, Thomas Isbell, here, because clearly Michael came in with the purpose and was able to make some pretty acute changes for people out there who maybe were where Michael was before he came in. What are things that you can suggest to people struggling?
The first thing is you have to raise your hand and say, I need help. And that is one of the hardest things to do, to make that first phone call to say, hey, this is something that I need. You know, one of the therapies that worked really well with Michael was called EMDR. And, you know, it's the little things that when he and I are having conversations, even at breakfast this morning, it's kind of like he can't see the growth in himself, and he's saying stuff that's just blowing me away, like that he was there and he walked by a red car and he just kind of made the passing comment of like, oh, what a cool red car. And then realized that, you know, the van that he had been shot at in was red, and that was such a triggering color for him. And now it's just kind of like, it's just a red car, because in reality, it is just a red car. And so the rewiring of his brain and then all of the other modalities together, you know, Michael just jumped in full steam ahead and did whatever was asked of him. And it's just been a real honor to get to work with him.
And Michael, I know your dog, Gemma, played such a big role. She came the first time we got to meet her. Can you tell her how she's helped you through this?
I got in the passenger seat one day and that she was just so excited to see me. I mean, today is actually the first day since I've had her that I won't spend with her. So it's
Aw.
been, you know, 14 months that we've had her. And she just right there, that's whenever I have like a headache or a migraine or something going through my head, you know, she knows. When I lay down, she lays down. And
What a beautiful story, and best of luck to you all moving forward.
And thank you for inspiring so many people out there.
Thomas, thank you to you all at Sabino. And if you want more information on overcoming PTSD or to learn more about Sabino recovery, head over to thedoctorstv.com.